hopefully we will have no further issues. But good morning. Happy Tuesday. And we are going to be doing a little morning flow today. Um, I just kind of wanted to throw out the idea of making time and, you know, beginning of the year, kind of um, quote resolutions or goals or I guess the idea is maybe the beginning of the year is kind of a nice time to reevaluate what's important to us individually and what we want to make time for and what we kind of feel like may not be serving us and then what we can let go of. And so what I'm offering this morning is to kind of, I guess, to explore the idea of making time for your yoga practice, whatever that looks like for you. And you get to decide what that looks like. So whether that is just taking a few moments of quiet meditation, um, and being still, or if that is um, doing physical asana practice. It's just kind of you get to play with it. You get to, you run the show here. So, um, as always, and as always, props or anything that you like to support your practice. And as you make your space, let's get down to the mat. Uh, so find your place on the mat, get comfy. Sorry, I'm just trying to give us all a nice view here. Perfect. And once you get settled, just take a couple deep breaths to, again, the idea of bringing your mind where your body is. And also with this idea of making time, you know, our culture is one, in the US anyway, of doing many things at once, and doing them all perfectly. And I kind of wonder if, could there be a different way? Could there be maybe a way that serves us and then so therefore we can serve others a little better? So as you're settling in here, I bring the idea of being present with this one thing, which is what we're going to do together here, our yoga practice, and just doing it to its fullness, whatever that means. So just settle in. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the earth or touching whatever you're sitting on, the chair, floor. And just follow your spine from your sits bones all the way up through the crown of your head. And then as you're ready, bring your focus to the breath. And no need to adjust it or change it. We're just shining some light on it. Just noticing. And if you want to play with it a little bit, then I offer a little practice called Samavriti, which is equal fluctuations. So inhaling for 3 counts, for example, and then exhaling for 3 counts. So if that sounds something neat that you want to try, then start at a count that feels comfortable for you. So you don't have to make them super long in the beginning, but maybe as you're comfortable with 3 counts, maybe go to 4, maybe 5. And as you finish out your exhaling, very gently, we'll move right into our table. So find your table foundation. And once you're there, drop the belly, open up through the chest. Follow the exhale into your cat. And just move at your own pace. We'll have a little bit more flowy movement this morning to just kind of oil up the joints. And as you're ready, you can take it off the tracks a little bit. So from the foundation of the knees and the hands and the tops of the feet, find a little freedom in the movement. Maybe bumping the hips to one side, just feeling into the shoulders and the hips. You kind of you know what's up. You know what's going to feel good here. All the while following the breath. But as I was saying, we'll have a little bit more flowy movement here in this practice today, which I really like because it gives us an option, a moment to really kind of, there's a point where we do movements so much that they become, quote, automatic. And then we can kind of, think about the day. But here, when we have a familiar movement, we're almost done here. So keep working into your cat and cow. Try to find something new, okay? Is there a catch? Is there a way that your breath can expand what you're experiencing here? We can use a familiar movement to really go a little deeper, maybe. Okay, so bring it back to center in your table and take your right hand, take it out to the side, palm down, and then bring it behind your head. So, like we're kind of almost as if you were kind of doing sit ups, touching the palm to the back of the head, and drop the elbow towards the earth on your exhale. And inhale, open the elbow up towards the sky, pressing away from the yoga mat with the left hand. Exhale, drop the elbow. Inhale, open up. And then go at your own pace, taking it slow. We're working on building some strength and then also encouraging mobility of the thoracic spine. One more time, take the elbow towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, release it. Okay, drop the hips back into child's pose. Maybe just stretch it out for just a moment. Excellent. And take it back to your table. And we'll take it to the other side. So extend the left hand out, palm down, and then bring the back of the hand to the back of the head. Pressing away from the yoga mat with the right hand, drawing the navel towards the spine. And exhale. Drop the elbow. Inhale. Open up towards the sky. Exhale, drop the elbow. Inhale, lift. And these are not gigantic movements. We're just lovingly, gently inviting some movement into these joints. And then even it out next time the elbow is lifted. Exhale, drop it down. Drop the hips back into child's pose. Stretch the hands forward. Drop the forehead towards the mat. Excellent. From here, come forward a little bit onto the hands. Curl the toes under. Keep the palms where they are and press into the toes as you lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. Walking the feet. Stretching into your first, maybe, downward facing dog of the day. And then drop the knees and sink the hips back. And we'll flow here from child's pose into a downward facing dog. So as you inhale, come forward, curl the toes, exhale, hips up. Inhale, drop the knees, come forward, uncurl the toes. Exhale into your child's pose. Inhale, forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And please feel free, obviously, to go at your own pace. Just waking up the body. And if as you're in your downward facing dog, you know you like to do, maybe throw a little three-legged dog in there. It's totally up to you if you'd like to pause and at some point just to stretch a little bit more into the shapes. Feel free. Excellent. Do one more. Downward facing dog. Then as you drop your knees the next time, stay in table position. And we're going to move into a gait variation. So there's a couple different ways you can come into this shape. One of them is from table. Extend your right leg out behind you, curl the toes under. And then you're going to plant your right heel as if you were coming into a warrior, okay? So plant the right heel, and you notice that causes the right hip to lift. So now your hips are stacked, okay? So the left foot, you can turn the left toes back a little bit to kind of make a kickstand to give yourself a little bit more stability. And then extend the arm up in a gait variation. If that is not really jiving very much, you can walk your hands back until you're in a kneeling position. Turn to the side on your yoga mat. Okay, so you're in a kneeling position. Extend one leg out, outside of the foot pressing into the mat. So again, think a warrior pose, like how you would put your foot down for a warrior pose. Extend the arms out to the side and tilt like you're going into a triangle pose. And boom, there you are. So however it makes sense for you to come into your gait, pressing through the outer edge of your right foot. It's your right foot that's extended, pressing away from the yoga mat with your left hand, right arm up towards the ceiling. Gaze either straight ahead of you or up towards your thumb, your right thumb. Navel drawing in towards the spine. And now take your top hand And just in slow, mindful circles, just take the arm up and around. And if it feels right in your neck, you can follow your thumb with your gaze. And then you'll notice you'll get a nice little neck stretch. And take it the opposite direction. Excellent. All right. Next time your hand is up, bring your right palm down, back to the mat. Find your table once again, maybe taking it back to a little child's pose. And then we'll take it to the other side. So find your gait variation, however worked before. And so we'll go through it again just from the table, just to kind of help guide you again. So from the table position, extend your left toes out, your left foot out, curl the toes under, and then plant your back heel, and you'll find that that will kind of encourage your top hip to open up. So your hips are stacked, and you're pressing your foundation here is the outer edge of your left foot. Your back foot, the right foot this time, the top of the right foot is kind of your little kickstand. And then your right palm, lengthening through the spine. So imagine a line going from the outer edge of your left foot, the heel, all the way up through your spine. So long neck, left hand extending towards the ceiling, gaze straight in front of you, or maybe up at your thumb. And from here, gentle circles with the hand, opening up the chest and the shoulder, pressing away from the yoga mat with the right hand. So just watch if you're kind of dumping a little bit of extra weight into that shoulder. Engage the muscles to help support the joint. And then maybe follow your left thumb with your gaze. And take it the opposite direction. Going at your own pace, and even having to tell myself, hey, slow down, it's okay. We've made time for this. And so let's take it. Next time your hand is up towards the ceiling, exhale as you release everything back down to your table. And as you're coming back into your table, lower the belly down. Hands right underneath the shoulders. And so we'll work on a little strengthening here. So long neck, forehead down towards the earth, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. From here, your palms are right underneath your shoulders, elbows hugged in towards the side body. So we're just going to take a little lift of our palms. So just activate the upper back, drawing the shoulder blades toward each other as you just lift the palms and then release them. And from this position, press up to a half plank and release it back down. Okay, so from here we'll go again, hugging the elbows into the side body, activating the upper back by drawing the shoulder blades towards one another. Lift the palms, drop the palms, hugging the elbows into the side body, press up to a half plank. And inhale back down. Pillow the forehead with the palms. So at this point, you're just going to take a little rest. So stack the palms right underneath the forehead, rest the forehead, and then just give the hips a little shake. So we're strengthening the back body with this exercise that we're doing. Not really exercise, these postures that we're doing. We're looking to activate the upper back body, strengthen the muscles around the spine, and then we're also getting into the arms a little bit. So take the palms right under the shoulders, pressing in through the tops of the feet. We're going to do 3 more, okay? And of course, as always, take a rest, okay, when you need it. So extending through the crown. Inhale, lift the palms. Exhale, drop them. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Excellent. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale, lift the palms, engage the upper back, drop it back down. Exhale and press up. And drop it back down. One more time. Lift the palms, drop the palms, hugging the elbows into the side body, press up, and release it. Beautiful. Press back through table and take a rest in child's pose, stretching the arms out, dropping the forehead. Breathing, feeling the skin of the back stretch. From your child's pose, press up into a downward facing dog. And as you're ready, take some baby steps or one big step up towards the front of your mat into your forward fold. Knees bent generously. Hands can clasp opposite elbows. Maybe you take a gentle sway left and right. And then pressing into the soles of the feet equally. We're going to root to rise. So as you press into the feet, hands can come to the knees to support as you press all the way up to standing. Take the arms out at your side, lift them up towards the sky, and then exhale as you drop the hands to the heart center. Just take a moment to notice how you feel after mindfully moving in some of these ways. So we're going to move through a little flow from a standing position. So take your time, go at your own pace. And then you'll be free to move about the rest of your day. So soft knees, fingertips drop down to come up. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. And then putting weight into your heels, sink the hips like you're sitting into a chair. So moving into chair position. You can always kind of widen the arms a little bit. We don't need to, give yourself a little bit of space here in the shoulders. You can always drop them a little bit as well. Breathing. Weight in the heels. Really feeling the legs, waking up. Breathing. And on your next exhale, take it to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into your forward fold. Plant the palms. Step one foot back. Step the other foot back. You're in a plank or half plank. Feel free to always drop the knees. Hug the elbows into the side body, lower down. Then find your cobra. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, baby cobra, and release it back down. Press up to your plank or half plank, and then into your downward facing dog. Excellent. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Back knee can be lowered or lifted, whichever feels right for you today. Spiking through the back left heel and finding that foundation, putting just a little weight in the fingers. Try not to, try to power. We're powering up through the legs so that we can lengthen the spine. Excellent. Take a couple breaths here. If your knee is bent, straighten the back leg, pivot on the back heel. We're moving into a warrior one. So pressing through the back edge of the left foot. As you're ready, rise up to your warrior one. Hands can be on the hips or extend the arms up over the head. And maybe take the gaze up, still lengthening through the back of the neck. And follow your exhale back down to your low lunge. Excellent. Plant the palms. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Lift the hips into your downward facing dog. To the other side. Take the left foot forward between the hands. Find your lunge. Low lunge, back knee lowered. Or if you want a little bit more heat, back knee lifted. And just feel into this posture. Powering up through the legs, taking pressure off the fingers, lengthening through the spine, maybe opening the chest. Excellent. Pivot on the back foot. Come up to your warrior one. Hands either at the hips or rise them up. Maybe lift your gaze. And follow your exhale. Down to your lunge. Excellent. Take the front foot back. And now you're in plank or drop the knees for half plank. Hug the elbows into the side body, lower down to the belly. And inhale for your baby cobra. Exhale, release. Pressing in to the palms, curl the toes under. Press up to your plank or half plank. Hips up to downward facing dog. Make your way to a forward fold. Baby steps, one big step. Feet hip distance apart or together, arch to arch. Knees bent generously. Breathe. Now we'll move into our chair from here. So as the arms sweep up, hips go back, knees bent. Find your chair. Breathe. Weight in the heels. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up towards the sky, and exhale the hands to your heart. And just pause. If it feels right, you can drop the hands down at your sides for your mountain. Palms open up forward. And just breathe and notice. Any change in body temperature, heart rate, any other sensations you may be experiencing. And if you're enjoying just standing here in your mountain pose, take as much time as you need here just to reset, to recognize, to notice. Or if you choose, make your way to a seat. And I just take a moment to thank you and honor you for making the time to be with me this morning. And by you taking the time, you've also helped and encouraged me to take the time. So I do appreciate you for that. So wherever you are, standing in your mountain or sitting in your sukhasana or sitting on a chair, wherever you are, if you choose, take your hands to heart center. From my heart to yours, I hope you've enjoyed our practice this morning, and I hope you have a great day.